Hey guys, Ryan here. With Warzone 2 being 3 months away, I want to make this video to help people prepare for Warzone 2, but also improve at Warzone 1 while it's here. Like usual, we're going to jump right into it, and the first thing we're going to talk about is how you need to predict more than you react. If my audio sounds a little worse than usual, it's because I'm in a temporary different spot for just this video, so I do have to apologize for that. But the main thing with this first point, guys, is the person who gets caught out, they're going to die. And the person who catches that person out, they're going to get the kill. And I know that sounds super simple in concept, but so much of that is preemptively thinking and trying to predict where your opponents are going to be and actually getting that part of the game built in. This is one of those things that sounds super easy in concept, but when you actually play and you're out there and you don't have a UAV up and you don't know where your enemies are at and you're just running around like a headless chicken, well, that's what gets you killed. By not being able to predict where your enemies are at preemptively, by not pre-aiming preemptively, by not even just playing the what if game, you're just going to cost yourself kills, you're going to cost yourself wins, and it's going to make for a much worse time. And when you move into Warzone 2, this is going to be even more important if a lot of the leaks are to be believed. And this literally plays into my second topic. Cover is your best friend. And you're going to understand why these are so relatable. Because when you're rotating, whether you're on Rebirth, Fortune's Keep, or Caldera, if you are not predicting where the enemy is, and you're not hugging cover in case they are there, or if you aren't hugging cover in close range gunfights just in case there's someone there, you're going to die all the time. Use of cover, preemptively playing close to cover in case there's someone there, is one of those little skills that will literally take your KD to a much higher level, but it's also going to take your gameplay to a much higher level, and I can't stress this enough. Cover is going to allow you to plate. It's going to allow you to maximize your potential of movement outplays. It's going to literally give you advantage in gunfights, and it's one of those things that people underestimate. They do not prioritize cover because they will not get into cover until they're getting shot at. And by that point, it's too late. If you are not preemptively positioning by cover, you are going to not be able to get to cover and you're just going to die. I know I keep talking about this over and over, preemptively, blah, 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 blah. I've said it probably too many times this video, but it is so true. You have to start thinking about where your enemies might be, because if you don't, you're just going to die. But we're going to switch into my third topic, and this is that you have a deficiency in efficiency. Being efficient in Warzone and almost any competitive video game is one of the absolutely most underrated topics out there, period. Being faster in your decision making, being quicker in everything you do, reducing downtime and opportunity for you to die, and just being quick all around is key. Look at my gameplay, guys. Whenever I kill someone, I'm getting to cover, I'm plating almost immediately, I'm almost always making the right play, quote unquote, not always, but you see what I mean. It's always about being efficient, I am quick, I move fast. When I rotate, I'm moving fast, I'm going quick across the map, I rotate early, and that's because efficiency is everything. It takes 1.5 seconds to plate. So if someone is 1.75 seconds away from you after you kill your first opponent, and you need to put in one plate to win the gunfight, you need to do that immediately after killing your opponent. And one of the easiest ways to do that is to use throwing knives. Throwing knives are one of the most efficient tacticals in the entire game, because you don't have to shoot bullets that's going to cause you to reload, and you don't have to waste so much time, so you can get to plating quicker, but you can also get the down and the kill, especially if you're playing Rebirth, where a lot of people have self-revives. Being efficient means you're going to have more time to play, you're going to have more space to think, and you're going to have more ample opportunity to just make plays. So many people waste crucial half seconds here, crucial half seconds there, and all of it starts to add up, especially when you face good players. Overall, I would say to just focus on trying to be quicker in plating, be quicker in rotating, being quicker to get to cover, and just make your decisions a little quicker overall. But we're going to move into my fourth and probably last topic, and that's that high ground isn't always the right ground. The reality of any shooter game is if you can see your opponent, they can probably see you, and that is the issue with high ground. While a lot of the times, especially in Caldera, you want to focus high ground overall, there's such a thing as too high of a ground, and such a thing as just being a bad thing overall. Especially if you think about the towers on Rebirth. When you're up there, yes, you can see a lot of people, but you're extremely vulnerable to other people, and the odds that you're going to get shot from multiple squads is extremely high, and you're probably going to die up there. It goes for water tower, it goes for that huge tower, it goes for the ATC tower in Verdansk back in the day. But overall, the point I'm trying to get across is high ground needs to be used correctly. When you get a couple kills up there and you start making a lot of noise, you probably want to dip out of there and maybe wait a little bit before going back. I'm someone who likes to use high ground on Caldera in specific, but I'm also someone who likes to push a lot because I understand that a lot of times when you're up there and you're just shooting down on people, you're just putting a massive target on your back, and you're also making yourself visible to multiple squads at once. Because you're so high up in the air, that means multiple people are going to be able to see you, and you're exposing yourself to a lot more lines of sight. However, of course, high ground is sometimes the key to winning, and having control of it without overexposing yourself is the best play I could recommend. I know this sounds kind of confusing. I'm saying don't use high ground, but I'm also saying it's super good, and because there's so much nuance in this, especially in Warzone. But what I'm trying to get across is high ground is good as long as you're using it smart and you're staying in cover and you're predicting and you're preemptively getting ready for the fact that you're going to be a target for a lot of people. Just think about the math. You are going to be exposed to so many more lines of sights just being that high up in general, and it's something you just have to be aware of. This is a super tiny thing. When I watch a ton of Warzone tips videos, they're always recommending people getting high ground, and yes, it's good, but it's going to get you killed too if you don't play it right. Anyways, I'm going to start wrapping this video up. I just want to say thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for all the support recently, and I can't wait to see the vast majority of you guys, hopefully, in Warzone 2. It's been Ryan. I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace.